Hi, I'm Claire Bahn, the Gluten-free Avenger, and today I am making breakfast tacos. One of my favorite things to make. I know I always say that, right? Everything's my favorite, but why would I make it if it wasn't my favorite? Anyway, these are really awesome. They're super easy, naturally gluten-free, and I love to make them when it's just my husband and I, or it's really easy to make more when you have extra people. You can always just double the recipe, triple the recipe. So I'm gonna make it enough for 2 people. So if you have more, double, triple, quadruple, whatever you wanna do, just make sure you have enough. So let's get started. All right, so I have 4 eggs here. We usually eat 2 eggs per person. If you guys, if you have a hearty appetite, add 3 eggs. So have the eggs and a 1/4 cup of milk. So I'm gonna add that to it. I like to add the milk because it just kind of, I don't know, adds a little something special to the eggs. So I'm just gonna whisk these together really gently. And then we are going to go over to the stove to get started mixing all this together. Okay, so now I have my my nonstick skillet here. I added about a teaspoon of oil and now it's up to temperature, so I'm going to add the onion. I have about a 1/2 cup here of onion and a cup of pepper. I did 1/2 cup of green, 1/2 cup of red, just because I like to have some color. Always like to add a little bit of color. So now we're just gonna saute this for probably about 2 to 3 minutes, just to make sure that it gets nice and soft. I'm not a big fan of raw onion, and so I always want to make sure that it has just a nice flavor instead of that kind of bite that onion can have. So just let it saute and get softer. It'll also taste a lot better with the tacos as well if you let it saute down. You have the fire up too high, have it on about a medium heat. Things can get a little burned on the edges and it just doesn't really have that good of a flavor. So medium heat, no more. You can even do medium low once you add the eggs. So one of the inspirations for this meal for me is when I was in college and I was living in Austin, Texas, there was this restaurant called Kirby Lane. It's still there. And I used to like to get the Kirby Scramble. It's basically the kitchen sink in scrambled egg form. So I've always loved scrambled eggs. That's always been my favorite type of egg. And with this one, it's like my homage to the Kirby Scramble. I'm not adding potatoes to this, but you can always add home-style potatoes if you like. Really, you know, for breakfast tacos, it's really kind of your own thing. I'm gonna be adding bacon at the end because my husband likes bacon. Yeah, so nitrate-free bacon. That's the compromise that I have. And he likes the thick-cut bacon because he's also from Texas. And that reminds him of the bacon that his grandfather used to always make. So whenever we can, it's sometimes hard to find the thick-cut, nitrate-free bacon, but whenever we can, that's what we like. And it just kind of makes these really kind of special. So it's getting nicely sauteed. These are getting soft. You'll kind of see that the onions kind of become more transparent, and the peppers get a little less vibrant in color. That's when you kind of know that you're getting to the point where you can add your eggs. All right, so now we're gonna add that egg mixture that we whipped up before. We're gonna lower the heat down to that medium low that I was talking about. And again, low and slow on this. Because you want to really go low and slow, because you want to make sure that all the egg that's touching the pepper cooks, because they do have a lot of veggies in there. So low and slow on this. All right, so now I'm going to add our bacon. Mix that in. Just keep mixing it till it all comes together and cooks up really nicely. I don't like wet and runny eggs, so I like to make sure that everything is cooked It really does look like a Kirby scramble. And this is such an easy thing. I mean, this is a 12-inch skillet, and I could definitely feed 6 people with this. You just up the eggs, and again, the low and slow is really, it's gonna obviously take a lot longer because of all the eggs that you're dealing with. But yeah, this is a super easy thing to do. And a lot of it, as you saw, is I can prep this well in advance, and you know, then it basically takes you about 15 minutes to prep, and then all of a sudden you're serving people. So it's a really easy one if you're having people over and you want some home cooked meal, but you don't want to have to like spend tons of time in the kitchen prepping your meal. People are gonna absolutely love this. Serve it with mimosas on a Sunday. Everyone's gonna love you. All right, so it looks perfect. Now we're going to plate them. So I'll be right back. Okay, so now I have my egg filling and all the other fixins for my tacos, and I have my tortillas here. So what I do with these tortillas is I get a paper towel, get it damp. You can probably see the steam coming off there. You see that? Woo, look at that. And I put it in the microwave for about 45 seconds, and it steams them up really nicely. And then you can put this on a plate and serve it like that. You could also just do it, you could do a towel if you wanted to be a little more formal. Anyway, so just spoon some of the mixture out onto your taco. Alright, and then I just have a mixture of cheddar and jack cheese. Another thing I like to do, sometimes I like to shred pepper jack cheese. That adds a nice, little nice flavor. If the people, obviously, that you're serving like a little bit of spice. And then I add some avocado. And this one turned out really nice. I'm very lucky. Sometimes you know how avocados are, right? But actually, since I moved to Southern California, I haven't really had that quite as much. You pretty much open up an avocado and it looks really good if you get it, if it feels right. Okay, so this is what it looks like when, well, I filled it up. You know I'm hungry? Anyway, let me take a bite. I'll try not to make a mess. So tasty. And yeah, basically everything is represented here. Oop, yeah, I filled it up a lot. Anyway, all your food groups are represented here. It's an awesome breakfast. Everyone will love it. You're gonna have to kick them out, especially if you're feeding them mimosas. So anyway, don't come back to me and say, you know, you shouldn't have given me such good recipes. So you've been forewarned. So anyway, I really hope that you like this recipe. Please let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.